We went across the country, met many people, always the same story. And yet it's a story that wasn't being told.
Your only option is job seekers allowance.
Well, I want to appeal.
You have to apply online, sir.
There are many stories like Daniel Blake's and many people in his situation. I mean, just a few days ago, there was a story of a man who was declared fit for work and collapsed in the pavement outside shortly afterwards and died.
I've been told by my doctor that I'm not supposed to go back to work yet.
I'm afraid you must continue to look for work or your benefit payments will be frozen.
Your film shows Daniel navigating a system that seems to be so difficult, only the very desperate continue to apply. The government says the assessments are rigorous, but they are fair.
They're clearly wrong. It's not rigorous, it's cruel. And case after case shows it.
This is James Harrison's story. It's very similar to those stories in your film, but this is real life.
He felt ashamed when he needed the help. There was nobody there for him.
Well, it's disgusting. Vulnerable people should be properly treated with dignity.
Now, Damien Green, the Benefits Minister, says not all job centre staff, as you portray, are faceless bureaucrats. And this is a popular policy. People want to see more people off benefits and doing work.
The average person thinks that a third of benefits are claimed illegally. Do you know what the real figure is? The real figure is 0.7. 0.7 wrongly claimed. 10 times more benefits are not claimed that should be claimed. And if you think of the tax cheats, well, that's off the scale.
You've won a Palme d'Or and critical acclaim. Some had hoped your film would be a movement for change, but the decision makers, ministers, they're not watching your film, are they?
We were asked if we wanted Theresa May and Green to watch it. No, they know what they're doing. I think the phrase is conscious cruelty. I mean, the government knows exactly what they're doing. It should make us all angry.
Is there a sense of frustration for you when you hear the stories that we featured, that people are still suffering?
I would say to those people who are been conned by the right-wing press, the Trump-like press, and by the vicious TV programmes, most of them, you're one step away from being Daniel Blake. You're one pay packet away and you'll be in trouble. So think carefully on which side you're on.
Yes, we have asked for the Secretary of State, Damien Green, repeatedly to be interviewed, or one of his ministers, to address some of the issues that we've raised in our report. Abby says her dad was forced to look for a job even though he was ill, and she wants an independent review of this case. Now, the DWP told us Mr Harrison wasn't sanctioned. That's when your benefits are cut if you miss a job centre interview. They also said it's normal procedure for GPs to be notified after an assessment so that doctors know sick notes are no longer needed. Their statement goes on, we constantly review our processes and procedures and have made significant improvements to the work capability assessment since it was introduced, particularly for people with mental health problems.
And you have another report for us tomorrow night, Elaine.
Yes, that's right. Tomorrow we hear from organisations who say they're trying to support people through this process. They say they're still seeing a number of decisions are wrong. They end up in the courts. They say there are lots of mistakes and many people are in crisis. We have had a big response to this issue on social media, on Facebook, and please, people, keep sending us your experiences.